Today is May 30th, 2025, and I managed to harvest 26 different mulberries from my orchard. So I will try to show them all, showing as least as possible other irrelevant stuff around, and we'll go over each of this, what I think about them and how they fruit and how I like them. So let's start from Black Prince. Black Prince is very productive. I also have 8 trees of Black Prince, so it was very easy to harvest a lot of Black Prince. Very flavorful, sweet, and with some little acidity, very juicy berry. Probably my favorite for the late season, for end of May, early June. Galissia is almost done by now. It doesn't have much acidity, it has a good mulberry flavor, not a lot of sugar, and also the dry matter is much higher in Galissia than in Black Prince, and that also much earlier Galissia. The birds also love Galissia. So good mulberry, but if you go mostly for the mulberry flavor, but not a lot of sugar and not a lot of acidity, Galissia is a really good choice. Yeah, I like Galissia too, and it's probably one of the first mulberries to ripen for me. Okay, now let's go to this plate. So here I have Wacissa. Let's start from this. I think it's a hybrid between Alba and Rubra. It has a good sugar, good acidity, berries on the small side, and I didn't have a lot of berries yet. Real Shangri-La is fruiting now, definitely much later than my Shangri-La, the Shangri-La which I had originally, and I really like Real Shangri-La Eco much better than my Shangri-La. I probably will graft it over my Shangri-La with this one, with Real Shangri-La Eco. A lot of sugar, a lot of acidity, so really nice fruits. Australian Turkey, Austria Turkey is basically done by now. I barely found these few fruits. Yeah, we didn't eat much of it. It can be good, but when we are getting other fruits, we basically don't go for Austria Turkey, birds go for it, and we are eating something better. Tabris. Tabris is one of my first pure whites, very sweet white and very early. Like it very much. Almost done by now, but I still was able to find some berries. Illinois Everbearing, not a lot of berries, but it's a late mulberry, just started fruiting. Some sugar, some acidity. Good fruit, but not sure I should be growing it, because at the time I'm also getting Pakistan, I'm getting Himalayan types, I'm getting a lot of whites, so we are not eating much of Illinois Everbearing now. Okay, now going to Buluklu. Buluklu is a pure white, a little bit larger in size than Tabris. So and Buluklu fruiting now, love it. It's very sweet white, coming from Turkey. So Tabris is coming from city of Tabris in Iran. Buluklu is coming from Turkey. Okay, I covered these 3 plates. Let's go to the next plate. So on this plate, let's start from top. 4 Seasons. 4 Seasons is not bad actually this year. We're getting quite for the first flush of fruits. But still, we are not eating much of 4 Seasons now because there are better, more flavored fruits. But 4 Seasons will get excellent sometime in July with a second flush and more heat. 4 Seasons really needs heat. Then Isfahan. Isfahan is a kind of a mid-season fruiting right now. A lot of berries ripening now. Mid-season white, probably my largest fat white. Very juicy, very sweet, excellent berry from city of Isfahan in Iran. So going to the next one is Dimur 9, Red Himalayan Dimur 9, excellent berry with a lot of sugar, a lot of acidity, and very good production for me. This is the best, most productive Red Himalayan for me. So Dimur 9, I recommend to everyone who is in our zone. I have many other Himalayans, but none of those as productive as Dimur 9 for me. But it also might be because I started growing D-Mornine much earlier than any others. Okay, going to the next one. The next one is Mashhad. Mashhad is another white from city of Mashhad, also in Iran. Very juicy, almost melting in your mouth. White, relatively small, but very sweet white mulberry. Probably on the earlier side, yeah, because it's basically done by now. Then Easter egg. Easter egg is also relatively early, but I still have some berries now. It's a kind of a lilac colored, multicolored actually berries. Yeah, so they are white, but they have nice also, they have also nice flavor. I don't know where Easter egg originates actually. But it's mostly sweet, doesn't have acidity too, like most of other whites. But each white or this pinkish, they all have their own flavor, so they're not identical to each other, and they're not just different size and seasonality. They also differ in flavor a little bit. Okay, let's go to the next plate, and here I have another white which is called Can. It is from city of Can in Iran. It's also another white, ripening now, probably on the later side. It has a little bit of a grayish color. Also very sweet and juicy. Kind of a medium size now, but I heard it can be large. Okay, going to the next one, John's Best here. So John's Best has interesting flavor, lots of sugar, lots of acidity. The berries, however, are on the smaller side. Now is Frank. Lots of people like Frank. Frank is basically sweet, but it has its own Frank specific flavor, kind of a dark lilac inside in color, and large size for a whitish pinkish berry. Lots of seeds also. Not very high production for me so far. Next one is the Oscar. The birds took most of my Oscar. Oscar is actually late fruiting. Sweet sour, very old cultivar, like Oscar, but on my tree right now I didn't get many berries, but I know that it can be productive. I had a lot of Oscar in the previous orchard. Taiwanese long is basically another Himalayan, long red Himalayan type. It's late season for Taiwanese long. They've been fruiting before, so this is just two berries I found. Maui, I have problem with Maui. Very small fruits. They are good flavored, but very small fruits and very short season. So I'm not sure I'm going to keep Maui for the future. I think it's doing much better in Florida than in California. Maybe in Florida they're even getting larger berries there than we do here. Okay, next one is Tice. Love Tice. So Tice is a kind of a later fruiting berry. So lots of Tice are producing now. I have I think one full tree and graft on another tree. So I was able to easily harvest a number of Tice berries. Large berries, complex berries, sweet and sour. I love them very much. Yeah, I might maybe I will make another tree for Tice too. Okay, where I haven't been yet. Okay, this plate, and on this plate I have three long whites. I have this Saharanpur local, Australian green, and Pakistan white. I believe they're the same, but I'm keeping them separate simply because that's how I got this material. But they are incredibly sweet. They have flavor of a condensed milk actually, and everyone basically likes them unless people want acidity in their berries, because these ones, they don't have any acidity. They're just very sweet, and you will not be able to eat them as many as you can eat, for example, Black Prince, because Black Prince is not that intense in sugar. It's very sweet, but it's not constricting your throat basically as Australian green will, because they're very sweet. Okay, that's about these three long whites. Now let's go to Susitka. Susitka is another Ukrainian mulberry. So I didn't mention that Galissia and Black Prince, they both are Ukrainian mulberries. So Black Prince is the latest, Galissia is the earliest, Susitka is right in the middle. So Susitka is basically almost done by now because it's a Black Prince time now. So Susitka doesn't have much acidity, but it has a good mulberry flavor. It has some sugar, not tons of sugar, but it's also very productive for me. So Susitka is a mid-season ripening Ukrainian black mulberry. See, now Pakistan. Of course, everyone knows Pakistan. In Pakistan, fruiting season is pretty long for me, actually. Excellent berry, grape flavored berries. So I love Pakistan. Everyone should have Pakistan. And the last one on this plate, and probably in this video, is maple leaf. So maple leaf berries can be almost as large as Pakistan. And maple leaf is very sweet with some acidity. Really love these mulberries. So I think in our area also, and production is pretty good. It's not crazy productive, but production is pretty good. So I think in our area everyone should have maple leaf because we have some chill. I heard that people in low chill areas have problem with that. So that was the review. I think I covered everything of these 26 mulberries. So we distribute wood in mostly in winter, but we will do some sales in June. I hope the weather will not be as hot as we are today, and we will be able to ship green wood sometime in June.